Peter Beal is one of the fastest guys I know. He's developing our slalom boards and he's doing really good at it.
What's going on?
Not much. Well, just hanging out, rigging up some sails. Gonna do some sailing. Trying to find some booms. You know, live. It's all organization in here. All set now.
Again, you seize my world. There's no control of that, no. I never had my fill on this one-way road. Alive, alive. The any building so remote. Alive, alive. Simon down, so get it on. You wanna see it, you gotta see it. Head on, head on. Gotta see it, head on, head on. You wanna see it, you gotta see it, head on, head on. You wanna see it, you gotta see it, head on, head on.
We're here today to give you some information about our new Falcon slalom line from Fanatic for 2010. I got Peter Beal here with me, our main R&D guy for the slalom development. And well, we have a lot of new things coming up, new sizes. We'll feature an 86, a 102, 112, 122, 133 and 144. That should really cover all conditions you really need for slalom sailing. Oh, Peter?
I would say so. Cover it from, you know, anything you can use with a 10.0 to anything you can use with a 5.0 or a 4.7 and even down the speed course. So I think that covers it all.
The main difference between last year's range and this year's range you'll find is that we went for a different concept in sizing. The bigger boards are actually shorter and the smaller boards are a little longer. We go a range from 240 down to 230 on the big boards. Maybe Peter can explain you a little bit how it feels on the water with the bigger boards being shorter and the smaller boards being actually longer.
Yeah, for the bigger boards you already have more width to support your sail size, so really you don't really need the length. Also, you're sailing on smoother water and lighter winds, as well as the width of the board will actually allow the board to always stay above the water, where in stronger winds the water is rougher and there's not so much width in the board, so you need a little bit more of a stretched out rocker line and a little bit more of a stretched out board to go over the chop, as well as to be able to keep everything smooth as you hit the chop, because if you make the board shorter, you need more rocker to compensate for the length, and you get more curve in the rocker. So if you hit that chop, the board will slow down, where having a board that's a little bit longer, we stretch the rocker out a little bit, you hit the chop and it keeps moving, and it keeps speed, and it stays trimmed as well. It doesn't hit up, it just it skids over the water like super easy.
Well, one thing you see by looking at the boards, we have quite pointy pintails. This reduces the area in the tail and the drag. So this allows you for maximum speed with little drag as possible, and also supports the jibing because you have to push less board into the water so the board turns around nice and smooth. Another feature is that we've been working on quite heavy during the last months is the opening V in the tail. If you look in the back of the boards, you see that the boards open. This has the effect that the board really releases and there is no limit in speeds basically. Peter, what do you say to that?
Yeah, it eliminates any stickiness on the board, especially with, like Sebastian said, with the pintail in combination with the open V. It allows the board to actually ride free but not be uncontrollable, because you actually keep some pressure under the tail. It's just a perfect balance between an open V and a pointy tail.
Another thing we changed is we slightly reduced the concaves in the nose, and we actually pulled them a little bit further back. This gives you a stable ride and makes you really come planing fast out of the jibe or get going at the starting line. Really important here, as we're using these boards in the PWA competitions or any competitions around the world. So the boards are a perfect mix of speed, performance, control, jibing, everything you could ask for in a slalom board. So Peter, what's the message here? How would you sum it up?
I think the boards have gotten a much bigger range of use, so you can use smaller and bigger sails on the same size board. The boards are riding really low, and you got all the tools we need for this year.
Okay.
Now the two big daddies are going out there to try the boards. Boys, first report so far is really good, and like we always do, we like to try the boards ourselves, make sure that the normal windsurfer can use them as well. And looking forward to it. Looks pretty windy, so I think
Looking for a nice beat up out
as
there.
usual there'll be a nice little race between the two of us. Who's gonna win?
Well, let's see.
Again you seize my world. There's no control left and no hope. I never had my fill on this one-way road. Alive, alive. The antidote ain't so remote. Alive, alive. Simon down, so get it on. You wanna see it, you gotta see it. Head on, head on. Gotta see it, head on, head on. You wanna see it, you gotta see it, head on, head on. You wanna see it, you gotta see it, head on, head on.
Coming in.
Get yourself out of that pond.
We saw. We just saw this dark patch of wind come down. The two of you come in, and the board start to ride like this. We're just like, uh-oh. Oh, that gust coming down. I thought, okay, this is game over. One of these guys is going home horizontal.
Good thing
One would smack into the other, that's what I thought actually.
there was some wind out there, a little bit. Quite a
I
lot,
said the old
actually.
seasoned pros held up a lot better than I thought they
Well, the
would.
two old farts didn't get catapulted, and we made it back
Exactly.
alive. So, thumbs up.
Hit the new private speed record today.
Yeah.
The focus on is that you're on the cutting edge, out there in difficult conditions,
Slugging it
right
out
on
with
the
the boys,
edge of
eh?
technology and development.
Making the
it's very
difference.
important
Right
to
in
realize
there.
who is here on the beach.
Exactly.
Over the last 6 months, we did a lot of work on the boards. They're really improved a lot. Super easy to use. They're fast. It's basically all you need from pro racer to someone who's just getting into slalom sailing. It's just they're fun, easy, and fast.